Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you could see it and you could purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. And today we are discussing a lovely previous generation Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra. This is the Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra Solid Gold, 41.5mm resplendent on my 16cm circumference wrist. The timepiece is reasonably slender at 13.2mm with a conical sloped case flank that slides easily under any dress cuff. And from lug to lug and link to link, two different ways to measure this watch. You can see lug to lug, it is 48.5mm, but if you include the solid end link of the bracelet on each side, it's a somewhat more substantial 50.1mm. The spacing between the lugs is 60mm, and the watch would look fetching on a dark brown alligator leather strap. If you want to switch things up and create a more versatile watch, feel free. This is not a Rolex. It wouldn't look weird and half-breed on an Omega factory strap. The timepiece with a lovely satin finished bracelet that's surprisingly discreet and understated. The full satin finish is becoming and handsome. It's also nicely accented by polish on the flank, keeping the polish elements minimal, almost like jewelry, an accent, not the dominant feature. Now these are short links. In profile, that's how this three-link design looks nothing like the industry hegemon, the endlessly copied Rolex Oyster. This is very much Omega's own design. It's distinctive and attractive, and the small links give it a silky feel. Removable links fixed by screws. Note the presence of half links, so you can make incremental sizing adjustments without removing full links. This is wonderful once you've gotten close. Now you can see internally there are spring-loaded ceramic pin snaps that allow the tolerance of the clasp to remain tight, as over time gold simply can't wear down ceramic. You'll also appreciate that it is a twin trigger release double folding clasp. Double folders are better for small wrists, and triggers offer more security. Rolling back to the case, you can see this is the lyre style case used on innumerable Seamasters and Speedmasters over the year. That means that the outer bevels flare out, expand, they are polished, and then the inner faces actually turn inward as well. I mentioned this is a previous generation Aqua Terra, which means that there's more of a shear guard or shoulder around the crown to give it a bit more protection against shearing. You'll also appreciate that the bevel is case flank to case flank, all of high polish, matching the polish of the conical bezel. We'll zoom out a little bit, give ourselves some more light, and you can see what is called the teak deck concept dial. This bowed in the late 2000s, and the idea is that the vertical striation matches the appearance of teak on the deck of a yacht or a grand ocean liner. You have applique rose gold Omega logo, Omega marquee, as well as indices and frame for the date. Note that the date window has been tapered in a sort of trapezoidal fashion to better match the form of the indices as well as the hands themselves. Now the hands are also rose gold. And the watch features two setting modes. One is a sort of time zone jumper mode where you can actually move the hour hand independently while everything continues to keep time, so you can maintain time to the second even as you're jumping east or west across the international date line. I'll pull the crown out one more to tent, and now you stop everything. This is hacking seconds or stop seconds, and it allows you to set the watch accurately against a reference time. There is a screw down crown. The watch is 150 meters water resistant. Flip it over and you have caliber 8501, which is basically caliber 8500, but with the distinct difference. The rotor, and we'll get really close here, the rotor as well as the full balance bridge are executed in hallmarked 18-karat gold. So it is a beautifully executed movement, though mostly machine finished. The quality of the materials and the quality of the design of the finish, both top-notch, best in the business. For mechanically finished watches, Omega makes some of the most attractive, and it is technically accomplished. In addition to a 60-hour power reserve, which is able to maintain amplitude over 24 or even 48 hours thanks to twin mainspring barrels, you have the time zone function, you have stop seconds, you have a coaxial escapement, a tri-level coaxial, the latest, as envisioned by George Daniels in 1974, industrialized by Omega in 1999, and now 20 years later it is both tough and accurate, realizing the dream of a long-legged, accurate, and durable escapement that would also minimize service intervals, and the tri-level coax is one of the reasons Omega now gives 5-year warranties on its watches. It beats away at 25,200 vibrations per hour, and you can see there is a full balance bridge with a free sprung index, the two features contributing to shock resistance. This is a 39 jewel movement, and as you can see there are blackened and polished screws with spiral arabesque Cote de Genève across the bridges. So like I said, a very good looking movement, and one that is also quite technically adept. You can see this gorgeous Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra 41.5 millimeters with a lovely slate or anthracite dial on the watch box. Omega Aqua Terra in gold, a COSC certified coaxial chronometer. Note that the second hand is fully loomed.